So Heinzie, I want you to say something for me.
Yeah, okay.
Can you say pawn shop?
Pawn shop.
Pawn shop. PAWN.
Yeah, pawn shop.
This is the beginning of your video, by the way. I'm already recording.
What? Good on you, man.
What are we talking about today? Porn shop.
Let's go. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. It's great to have you here. We're having fun as always with our boy Cubsfanhan. How are you, Cubs? Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Good as always, man. It's a good day to play Galaxy of Heroes, isn't it?
Man, I'll tell you, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but everything is pointing the right direction. I'm feeling really good about things lately.
Me too.
I'm not going to lie. We feel like that we've been, on the wrong side of things for a while, and a lot of people have left the game and such, and for whatever reason. But I just see the positivity there, finally, that we've been hoping we were going to get at some point, which is a fantastic feeling to have.
It is, and I feel like for a long time it was kind of like I didn't want to be too negative in my videos, but I felt like, how do I make a video about this and stay positive? My audience doesn't want negativity. I don't want to be negative. I'm just a positive person. But there were times where I'd kind of have to grit my teeth and be like, yeah, this isn't my favorite, and kind of leave it there. And maybe I'd rant like crazy. But it's easy not to do that. This is easy to be positive about this game right now. Very easy.
Yeah. And we do love a good Cubs rant. There was good feedback from your Cubs rant the other day, so I did trigger you pretty well.
Which rant? The rant about ship
loadouts.
Why? We didn't mention that in my video. Why? We needed to mention that, okay? You know what, CJ? Screw all of these good decisions you've made. Until you give me a ship squad selector, y'all go to hell.
And it's been great having Cubs on for the final time because he's about to blow a gasket. Dead set. No, it's all good. But no, look, we need to talk. It's fantastic. Look, we're talking about the economy. For those that have no idea what's been going on, obviously Cubs did a fantastic video outlining the changes to the shard drops. Obviously the currency in the game, the economy in the game is changing for the good. We're wrapped. We're going to be getting double drops on shards. If you're new to this game, you're going to be getting double the amount of shards. You're going to be farming these guys quicker. No changes to shard shop though, obviously. They're going to give you double, but you're going to cost double to get it. It's going to even out. So there's no huge change there, which is fine. I think that's spot on.
The way it was a little confusing as they explained it, but the more I read about it, I was like, this is exactly how they should handle that. So it's just a wash is what it all comes back to. The numbers are going to look different, but everything's going to stay the same. Basically.
Yeah, totally agree. I've got no problems with that whatsoever. I think this has been aimed at those new players, those brand new players to the game, that we need to fast track their farming and obviously their rosters and things to make them competitive a lot quicker. I think that's a great thing. But I'm right. But
that's the future of the game, right? I mean,
it is.
If there's no new players, then every time somebody quits, the game shrinks. Period.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. But the thing I want to focus on in this video is the upcoming mention. They just gave us a little teaser. Gave us a little teaser, didn't they, Cubs?
I know what you're going to say.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, you ready? Gear changes, baby. Gear changes. That's what we're talking about today. Ooh, so very nice. Okay, so they did hint that they're going to be making changes to the gear grind. Now, we know that this is the least favorable part of this game.
Without question.
We want to farm our characters quicker. We want to progress them through. It's a collection game. The quicker we can collect them and use them, that's what this game's all about.
Yeah, so there's just too much to farm.
Reducing the gear grind is definitely something that needs to be looked at. So my question to you off the bat is, what gear should they be focusing on easing to make it obviously easier to fast track down the track? I'm curious to see what you think they need to work on.
Yeah, Heinzie, so I don't want to sound too audacious here, but what did they do with character shards?
Doubled it.
For how many of them?
for over half, the majority.
All of them except for new characters.
Yep.
Follow suit. Done.
Same thing. Double everything.
Double
you
it all.
You reckon double? Yeah.
Double it all except for maybe you say Chirotechs and finisher pieces. Maybe some of those maybe you don't double those. But double everything else.
Yeah. Gear 13 plus pieces. Your thoughts on doubling those?
Double it.
Yeah, double it straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, the things that we know that are a problem.
How many characters do we need to take to Gear 13? You know, I mean,
well, they're useless without them in most cases. Apart from the lower end rosters, anything mid to high tier, if they're not relics, a lot of the time you're going to leave them on the bench. I mean, that's just a fact because they're just going to get rolled really quickly.
Listen, they're the finishers, and some of us like to get finished quicker than others.
As long as you don't finish first, Cubs. We've talked about this, mate. We talked about this, all right? You know that. We talked about this. But, look, I mean, the things I think they need to focus on are the golden eyeballs, the stun guns, things like that.
Yeah, stun cuffs.
They're definitely, at least, if they're not going to double everything, as a minimum necessity, I think that those are the things, the carbantes, those are the things that I think they certainly need to address if they're going to make any changes.
Yeah, help fast track us to Gear 12 at least. You know,
correct.
At least to Gear 12. And in that case, I'd like to see, maybe they just say all of the gear in the game is doubled except for the Gear 12 plus gear. Gear 12 plus and finishers gear. Maybe that's it, you know, so that you can get there. And maybe that includes Carbantes or I should say Chirotechs to get there. So I don't know exactly what they'll do, but I'm hoping that it's pretty broad. I'm hoping that it's pretty broad because that's what they did with characters. That's what they did with characters.
Yeah, that's it. And again, we still got a bet on coming up pretty soon, Cubs, that there's either going to be a relic increase or a level increase at some point. There's a Zeta bet on the line. So
and
we'll see how that plays out in time.
I bet that we would have a relic increase first too, right?
Yeah, you went relic increase. I went level increase, and the loser has to Zeta a character of the other person's choice. I didn't. Don't worry, I won't.
It's gonna happen in like 2050. You're gonna be like, Cubsfanhan.
Remember that time?
Remember the Zeta bet that we made?
When I was your age, Sonny, I made a Zeta bet with Cubs. It's gonna be like that.
I'll be like, bro, I quit the game 10 years ago. I'm like, I got a new job.
Oh, I love it. I work for CG now. I don't play the game anymore. That's what Cubs does. That's how he rolls.
I am CG Carey. No, I'm never quitting this game. I'm never
CG Cubsfanhan. Oh, imagine that. Actually, what role would you want if you could be in CG? That's a cool question.
Okay, true story. I actually once applied to be the community manager at CG.
Seriously?
Almost as a joke, because I'm not qualified. I'm sure they looked at my application and laughed very hard at it. But I really thought it was a time where I was like, I could do this. I want to help with communication. Just freaking hire me, guys. Because they had an opening. And no, they didn't even interview me. But so I'd be the community manager. I think that'd be fun.
There you go. Yeah. So Doja beat you, basically.
Doja and Crumb. Get out of here. No, it was a long time. It was before they hired Crumb. It was when Cozy left. If you remember Cozy.
Oh, Cozy. Yeah. Cozy. Absolutely. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy at the time. But
Hiya, Holotable Heroes. Hiya.
I love it. It's classic. It's so good. But what other changes would you like, man? Obviously, apart from gear, which they're going to look at, and we hope that they go as heavy as they do with the shard drops. We talked about a raid. You know, I want a raid. We need a raid. I'd love a Death Star raid. We got a Star Wars game, right? Based on the movies without a Death Star raid. I mean, give me a spell. You got to be kidding. Yeah. Like it's just, I still can't understand how we don't. I just don't get that.
Yep.
But if not, Mando raid would be pretty cool too. Something along those lines I think would be great. But is there anything else that you'd like in the game that would be pretty cool?
I think really, like? If they address, like they've addressed character shard farming, if they address both character shards and gear farming, boy, have they made this game a much more tolerable place to be. Yeah. And I would almost say at that point, hey, you know what, CG, take a break, take a month off. That to me would solve so many issues and leave me so satisfied. Obviously, it doesn't fix everything. We still need content. And so while I definitely want a raid, I am personally a lot more concerned with them getting Galactic Challenges right this is brand new content that we have. And they've brought it to us in a way that feels very bland and not very fun so far. There's been moments, there's been glimmers of fun and excitement, but not a lot of replayability, not very much consistency. And so if I could have it my way, I'd like to see Galactic Challenges have a lot more emphasis, a lot more consistency, meaning more events, and have more replayability. And if they get that in a good place, along with these character shard changes they're making in the gear farming, then holy crap, man! We go from this game being pretty dead to being very alive and very much desirable. So I'm optimistic right now, man. I mean,
and we want it to be, don't we? I mean, this is the thing. All of us, every person that plays this game has a passion. Yeah, we want a good game. Yeah. It's a Star Wars game. It's a game around a movie and a series that we love, and we love this game. A lot of us have been playing it for, as we know, almost 5 years now. Just under 5 years. It's going to be 5 years pretty soon. We've invested a lot of time in it, a lot of effort, a lot of cash sometimes. You know, and it would be great to just see everything just keep getting bigger and better and even more awesome. I think that's really all we want. We want to be proud of our game. I think that would be certainly a good place to be in, Cubs.
Couldn't have said it better, Heinzie. And it would just, I want to say on a personal note, you and me have been through a lot covering this game. We've had a lot of conversations, some very heavy conversations at times where we're just really down on the game and what's going on. And I want us so bad, because I think you and me, we have such a fun partnership. I love making videos with you. I love covering this game with you, not just by myself. And boy, wouldn't it be fun if we just had a game that was hopping again? You know what I mean? It'd be so fun to see the community stoked and all of that, and be able to make videos for them, because the community deserves that. And so let's hope that it happens.
Wouldn't be doing it without them. It's as simple as that. We would not be doing it without this amazing group of people that tune in time after time after time to join us on this ride. It is an awesome ride. We love it. And we want to keep bringing the awesomeness to you. So, guys, let us know in your comments below what you think. What would you like changes? What added to gear? What would you like? And also, you know, if you want to just put in, you know, Heinzie's better than Cubs, you can put that in there as well. No problem. It's fine. You know, it's all good.
Wow,
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
Very nice.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Or am I? Love you guys. We'll see you on.
Let's do it together. Let's do it together, right?
Which one? It's very nice.
No, you're not doing. This is your thing. You do the kiss, the hand kiss. Come on.
Oh, the kiss. We're doing the kiss. I can't see you. I didn't know what you're doing. Remember?
You got to read my mind. Here we go.
Guys, smash that red button. Hit the like button as well. We'll see you on the next video. You ready to go, Cubs? 1, 2, 3.